Hey everybody, it's Judy Klock here at Stampin' with Crafty Clock in Middletown, Virginia. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I am coming to you tonight for a quick little video demo with two cards to get you ready for Valentine's Day. So these cards are going to feature, let me switch my camera. These cards are going to feature the lovely new Heartfelt Hexagon stamp set with the Heartfelt Hexagon Punch. And what's really going to step it up is the Most Adored Designer Series paper that is a free item with Celebration. So this paper is so gorgeous. It has beautiful gold foil accents on one side with corresponding coordinating colors on the back. So we have real red, we have flirty flamingo, basic white, and I think gold, I think is it. So how pretty are these? Aren't these pretty? Look at those. I love this one. The marble effect, so pretty. So you get 12 sheets of the double-sided Designer Series paper. When you place an order for $50 or more, you can select this paper pack as one of your free items during Celebration, which is running now through the end of February. So how pretty is this? I love pretty paper, and I love it when the pretty paper makes it so easy to make pretty cards. So let's go ahead and get started because we're going to do two really easy cards tonight. One is just a basic, simple stamping card, and the other one is going to be a fun fold. So let's take a look at both cards. So here we have our simple stamping card, and you can see we've done our hexagon, our Heartfelt Hexagon Punch, but we're really letting that gorgeous Designer Series paper really do all the work. And then here's the strip. I cut this off, and not wanting to waste it, I decided to add it to the inside to just kind of jazz up my inside a little bit. And I added some foil iridescent foil gems. And then for our fun fold, so it's 1/4 of a sheet of cardstock. So I used real red. So this is 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then I've got this little pop out piece here that's 9 3/4 by 4 1/4. So just kind of a fun way to show off some more of that beautiful Designer Series paper and just have fun with something a little bit different. And again, because this paper is so gorgeous, you don't really need a lot of embellishments. You can add as much as you want. I kept it rather simple with just a couple of gems. But let's go ahead and get started. So for our first card, with our card base, we've got the real red 5.5 by 8.5. I've scored it at 4 1/4. I have here a piece of basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. A piece of our Designer Series paper that is 4 by 5 1/4. And I have a little piece, the piece I cut off on the bottom, and we're going to use that to put on the inside of our card. And then I punched out our two red hexagons, and we're going to stamp on our basic white and then punch that out. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start by putting our inside together because I'm not doing any stamping on this. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to take this strip of Designer Series paper. I'm going to add some of our Stampin' Seal Plus. And I prefer Stampin' Seal Plus over Stampin' Seal. I think the Plus just has a better hold. And honestly, I think it comes out of the runner much more easily than the Stampin' Seal. That's just my 2 cents. So hopefully that will be good. And I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So hopefully no one will call. Fingers crossed. All right. So we're going to go ahead and add that to the inside of our card. Now for the outside, this is so easy. Let's go ahead and add this beautiful Designer Series paper. And again, sometimes it's so hard to decide which side of the paper you want to use because they're all just so beautiful. So let me just take out my paper bone here, right here. I'm gonna just burnish this fold. I did it before, but sometimes you just need to do it again. So we've got that, and that just gets a nice crisp fold and really makes it lay nicely flat. All right, so now we're going to take our basic white and I'm going to stamp. I've used some real red here. I'm going to stamp the outline, the hexagon outline on our white in real red. And I didn't do this on my sample card, and I looked at it, I thought, I should have. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Hindsight's always 20/20, right? Let's go ahead and stamp that. And then let's add our sentiment before we go ahead and punch. That I'm going to stamp in our Flirty Flamingo. Okay, I'm going to put it more towards the top of our, and the reason being is I want to add one little tiny heart in real red. I'm going to keep opening and closing my ink pads because I make a very big mess with my inks. So let's add just one tiny little heart right there. Sending you lots of love and hugs. Okay, let's move that out of our way. Let's go ahead and punch this out and finish. We're good. I don't know what happened here. Okay, we're just gonna go. Okay, my silly computer is just doing all sorts of silly things right now. And it looks like our mic was unplugged. Okay. Can we get our mic back? Okay. All right, let's see. Is that better? Okay. You never know how technology is going to work. So now I want to take and add the two red hexagons to the back of my white hexagon. Just lower that. All right, so I'm going to just add some Stampin' Seal on the back of my white one. And now I'm just going to layer these over. Okay, so I'm going to go so it's not quite even with the other like top hump, if you want to call it that. Okay, and then this one, do the same thing. Okay, so now a little bit more Stampin' Seal. Okay, right, a little bit more Stampin' Seal. Got the same thing here on this side. Okay, now let's add some Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay, love my Stampin' Dimensionals. They're just easy to use. They just add a fun little element to pop that label up off our card front. And let's put this on. Okay, there we go. And let's just finish up with some of the iridescent, what are these? Iridescent foil gems. And again, there's no rhyme or reason to how you put these on. It's just kind of whatever you like, wherever you like. I'm going to use two little ones and a big one. Okay, we'll put that one there. All right. And that is our first card. So it's very easy. Just a little bit of simple stamping and some fancy punching and layering up. And we've got our first Valentine's Day card. All right, let's go work on our fun fold. So for this one, I've got my card base, if you want to call it a base, is a piece of real red cardstock that is 5.5 by 4.25. I've got a piece of that beautiful Designer Series paper that is 5 by 4.25. We have a piece of our Flirty Flamingo. This is 9 3/4 by 4 1/4, and I've scored it at 3 1/4 and 6 1/2, and that's going to be like a Z fold. Okay, so we've got a mountain fold here and a valley fold here, and then we've got a piece of basic white that is 4 by 3. We've got a piece of that Designer Series paper that is 4x3 and another one that is 4x3. And you could use whatever side you want. We could go like that. We could go like this. And I honestly don't know. I did this for my sample card, but I kind of like this and use that gorgeous piece. Or even maybe put that and then that and that. See, there's just so many possibilities. You don't even know what you want to do. So let's go ahead and get started because I don't know. So let's do some stamping. So I've got this little piece here and we have this little flower little flower stamp that comes in that heartfelt hexagon stamp set. Gosh, I'm losing my train of thought. And I'm just going to stamp it in the corner. And I'm going to do like 3 in the lower left and in the upper right. Okay, and that's just going to add just a little bit of interest to the inside of our card. Now I've got I punched out my hexagon already because this one I'm just going to do without the border. Oh my goodness, I'm just losing my train of thought. Okay, so I've got, I hope your day is filled with joy. And that is good because we can use this for Valentine's Day. We can use it for a birthday. So we can really make it for any occasion that we want with the sentiment that says, I hope your day is filled with joy. So never be afraid to like mix and match sentiments if they will work for a number of occasions. And I'm just going to add a little heart down here in our flirty flamingo. And there we go. All right, let's go ahead and put this all together now. All right, so moving that out of the way. Okay, I'm going to take and I'm going to put my designer series paper, the large piece, on my, what I'm calling the card base. Okay, because this is what everything else is going to sit on. So we've got that. Now we're going to take our piece of basic white, and that is going to go on the section, the right section. We have a left, right, and center section. So we're going to put this on the right. Just trying to see where that fold is. Okay, there we go. All right, now I think I am going to put this one on the front. Okay, I kind of like that on the front. And then I need to decide what I'm going to do. Okay, now, do I want to do that? Or do I want to do that? I think I kind of like this. Maybe put that large blob of gold towards the bottom. I think for this card, I'm going to go this way. Just because I can. For no other reason. You can change them up anytime you want. You can make your cards be anything you want. All right, now we're going to add some adhesive to the back of that right section. Okay, and then we are going to center it sort of on our card base. Okay, just eyeball it top to bottom, left to right. And that looks pretty good. So now when you go to open it, there you have that. And we're going to go ahead and add our little sentiment. We're going to, again, put this on some dimensionals. Gotta love your dimensionals. We'll just do like 3 maybe. Actually, we'll do 4. I'll go 4. Why not? And this one's going to go the long way. So this is going in portrait mode. Got that stuck on my finger. There we go. Okay, hope your day is filled with joy. Let's come back with some of our gems. Again, you can use whatever gems you want. There's, when it's your card, you can do whatever you want. I just happened to have these handy. These were new in the mini catalog. So I just decided to go with these. And there we have our second card. Okay, so again, really easy, but it's just kind of a fun fold. I really shouldn't say fun fold. It's an interesting fun fold card that you can use, right, for a variety of occasions, right? We can make it a birthday card. We can make it an anniversary card. Here we've got a Valentine's Day card. Let's smooth out some of these ridges. Let's open that one that way. Okay. Let's see. Kind of folds a little bit better. So there we have it. Those are our two cards, right? Pretty easy, but we're letting that beautiful, most adored designer series paper really carry the cards. And again, this pack of paper is one of the celebration items. You can get it free when you make a purchase of $50 or more. I'll put a link below in case you want to shop, but I hope you enjoyed this. That's it for me. Y'all have a good weekend. I'll be back next Thursday with another Crafty Clock video tutorial. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.